Welcome to Maverick Minds, a podcast supported by Lone Star College, Montgomery, and Comcast, where we explore ideas that shape our future. Today's episode focuses on digital footprint and online reputation and how your online presence can influence opportunities, relationships, and how the world sees you. Hello, everyone. This is Giancarlo on our podcast Maverick Minds. I'm here with a very special guest, Dr. Nickerson. This is our very first episode of the year. So we have a very special topic on today. It's called digital footprint and online reputation. I have a couple questions for Dr. Nickerson, but first, Dr. Nickerson, thank you for coming. Thank you for visiting us. I want you to explain a little who is Dr. Nickerson and so that our audience can get to know you a little better.
First, thank you for inviting me. I'm excited to be here and just share a little information with everyone. A little bit about myself. I serve as the Dean of Instruction at the Lone Star College Creekside Center. I'm a former speech faculty. I've been with Lone Star College since 2014. I've attended University of Houston, where I earned my bachelor's degree, the Texas Southern University, where I earned my master's degree, and then Abilene Christian University, where I earned my doctorate.
Oh wow, I want to have so many background as you have one day, I promise.
Yeah.
So it's really a pleasure having you today. Thank you
Thank you.
again for coming. I have a couple questions for you that I've written them down. I'm gonna start with one question, and that question is, what is digital footprint and why should college students care about it?
So, a digital footprint is any digital information that you leave behind via social media or online. And so that's photos, videos, likes, comments. I mean, I'm sure we're all familiar with X, or the former Twitter platform, where you can go and see where people have actually liked things. And
Yeah.
social media has upgraded now to the extent where they're showing in your news feed where your followers or your friends have commented under certain posts or have liked certain things. And so that's really what your digital footprint is. It's your trail of your engagement and the things that you share and post and like on social media.
Exactly. You have to be very careful what you like nowadays, right?
Right.
It's not so much private now, but because
Correct.
this is like a new thing that's going on social media. Because back there before, like you couldn't see what were you liking, for example. But now Instagram, like as a college student, that's I think the platform that's most used today. You can even see the likes of what the people you follow. You can see what the things are they are liking,
Right.
the reels, the pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's a little scary, but
It's a little scary, but that's also why you have to be mindful of the things that you post.
exactly.
And you should care about the things that you post and the things that you share, because employers, industry leaders, graduate programs, institutions, nonprofit organizations, scholarship committees, everyone's looking at your social media presence. Believe it or not, we are often screened before we are even called or emailed about an opportunity that we're interested in. And so we have to care about the things that we post and the posts that we engage with, because when that opportunity comes for you to apply for a job or apply for an institution or apply for a scholarship, 90% of the time you will be screened online before they actually contact you.
Another question would be: is it possible to clean up a digital footprint? It goes with the question we just made. So,
Yes, it's possible.
hmm
However, it's going to take intentional effort.
yeah,
One way is doing a self Google search. Search your own name, search yourself,
I
see
never
what's
thought
out
about that.
there. Not only through Google, search yourself through the search engine on the social media platforms, on X, on Instagram, on Facebook, because now the data analytics allows us to search where our name will populate in any post, any comment, or any other digital footprint that has been established through social media. And
Yeah.
so doing a self search is a start. Another way is to always read the fine print in the privacy settings. Like review, what does the privacy settings state? What's
Yeah.
automatically turned on when you create an account or when your app is updated? What's automatically turned off? What have you agreed to by even having a social media account? And so again, it goes back to that intentional effort, doing your due diligence of
Yeah.
reading the fine print, seeing what's active, seeing what's turned on. Also, it's important to assess the accounts you currently have. You know, you may have created an account back in middle school, in high school, and now you're in college or now you're working in industry and you wanted to reinvent yourself and now you have an updated account. You have a new account. And so it's okay to go in and delete and deactivate old accounts or unused accounts. And it's also important to make sure that you're creating positive content online. You know, don't post anything that will be detrimental to yourself because like you stated, you don't know where you'll be in the next 5 years. You
Yeah.
don't know where you'll be next week. If someone comes and offers an opportunity and you don't have time to clean up your social media. So always be aware. Yes, you can clean it up, but it's going to take intentional effort. You going through not only just what you've posted, but also what you've engaged with.
Yeah, exactly.
Who are you following?
Oh, yeah.
What posts are you liking? And just doing a self-assessment in a sense of my social media accounts and what am I engaging with.
So, guess what? I'm gonna go home right now and I'm gonna just Google myself
Yep,
to see
Google
what's
yourself and
going
see
on
what's
there.
out there.
For sure. Our follow-up question would be, what role does social media play in building a professional identity?
It's good to have a social media presence as long as you are controlling your story and you're using it for the good in which I believe social media was created.
Yeah.
So I'm going to age myself a little bit here and share a personal
Oh, for
story.
sure. Please.
I am part of the class when Facebook was first created, when you had to have a college email address to even have an account.
Mm-hmm.
We had transitioned from MySpace to Facebook.
Facebook.
And we were so excited that you had to have a college email address in order to set up an account because now we could connect and engage with others who weren't just at our universities, but at universities across the nation. And so we used it as a tool to connect with our friends from high school who had gone off to other cities and other states. And, you know, we didn't have a way of really sharing content via cell phone because we were still using flip phones at the time. You know, iPhone hadn't even been invented at the time. And so it created an opportunity and a safe space at the time to stay connected with former classmates and friends who at a certain point at that time traveled a different path depending on where life was taking them. And so I truly believe that social media can still be used for that very reason.
Yeah.
We just have to be intentional with how we're using it. Also, it can highlight the good things that you're doing, right?
Yeah.
Like we mentioned earlier, where are you volunteering? What organizations are you involved with? How are you giving back to your community? What innovation and project are you coming up with where you may not really want to share it, but you're so excited about it, you want to share it with the world. Now, copyright it. Make sure it's yours so no one can steal it. But again, it can be used in a good way to help you connect with others, to help you build a network, and also just build and establish your own personal brand.
Correct. I really believe networking is very important. That's why I always try to keep up, like, for example, LinkedIn. I know many of our college students maybe like trying to get there. Not many people, not many college students have their LinkedIn, but hey, it's very important. Now you know that you have to Google yourself and
Yeah.
be very careful on what you post online. Thank you very much, Dr. Nickerson.
Thank you.
This is another episode of Maverick Minds. We'll be posting each week. So I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you for connecting and have a blessed week. Bye bye.